Hi. Right, let me put that down. Hiya. I'm Husky Light, and I've had some. I finally got some questions through by email. I know it's something that I said I wanted to do at the beginning when I set up this website. So I've got a couple of questions through. So I thought I've already asked them, and I thought I'd just sort of them together in a little show thing, and we'll go through them because I'm sure, or I hope, at least that the answers I give will help other people out there. I also just wanted to say before I go ahead with all this, I'm not pushing my beliefs or anything, and I'm not dissing a religion. I'm not doing anything apart from expressing an opinion. So if you don't like my opinion, please turn off. And yeah, that's it, because I don't want to offend anybody. But I think the people that will watch this will actually understand what I'm saying, because of what I'm going through, the information that I'm getting and the answers I'm getting to these questions are not necessarily coming from me. They're coming from a higher source above. So these answers I'm sort of channeling. They're coming through me, but they're from the universe or angels or whatever you wish to call them, because again, I don't push anything on anyone. So just let me look up these I'm not going to mention her name, but I've already asked her permission anyway. But she says, when I was younger, I was pregnant a few times, and I felt I wasn't with the right partner and had to have an abortion or abortions. Now I'm with the person I love, and I can't seem to get pregnant. So first of all, went on a long journey of energy healers to get to the bottom of it. Found out there were lots of family curses, and I've met other healers that have said an outside healer cannot help, and I have to take my power and believe in myself to get over this. And I'm now hoping to get pregnant. Right. So you've got two issues going on in that one thing. We've got the one thing about abortions and losing babies as well. Now, when I was younger, I lost babies. I didn't have an actual abortion, but I've lost a couple. And what I've come to know, and what I explained yesterday to this lady, is that we all come down here with a soul contract that's already signed and sealed before we come down here. We've been here before, we've been here lots of times before, and before we come down, before we're born, we actually make a choice, a contract, a soul contract, as to how our life is going to be, what's going to happen to us, and what's going to go on in our lives. And the crap that goes on in our lives, we have chosen to have in order to learn from it, in order to make us stronger people. So we either come through and don't come down again because we've learnt those lessons, or we do have to come down again next time. So with the thing with abortions and babies, because she felt very, very guilty about it, and she's not to feel guilty at all. These babies had already made a soul contract. They already knew that they were not going to be born when they came here. They already knew that was going to happen. They knew that they were not meant to be born, that they were not going to be born, and they were quite okay about this because they'd already signed a soul contract and decided what was going to happen to them before they got here. So the fact that they weren't born and everything, they were perfectly all right about it. So for anybody out there who's gone through this in the past, you have to not feel guilty. You have to let it go. Any feelings of regret or guilt or pain or upset that is associated with things like that, please let them go, because it's not your fault, and you have no need to feel guilty, and you have not killed you know what I'm saying. these babies already knew that they wouldn't be born. They were quite happy to do that. So you have to let it go. If you're going through trying to fix your life and trying to make things better for yourself and going within and looking within, I think we've all come to realise that there's things from the past that we need to let go of. And if this is one of the things for you, it's something you need to let go of peacefully and not feel guilty about it. Okay. The next part of this is about family curses, etc. Now, I had a curse put on me. Gosh, I was only 20, something like that, a long time ago, in Honduras. And it's actually funny because I didn't know I'd had a curse put on me, although it was working. And a lot of people say, well, unless you know about it, it won't work, but actually it can. But again, this is not something I feel that you necessarily need outside people to deal with. You need outside people in a sense that they can help you, give you confidence, they can help coach you, they can help get you through the rough times of you not loving yourself, and literally sort of give you life coaching and spiritual coaching that way. I don't necessarily believe that you need to have some voodoo doctor in the corner making up spells to get rid of this, because the only person that can get rid of the curse is you. Because if you're strong enough and you love yourself enough and you're confident enough in yourself, then that power comes from within and just bats them all out the ballpark. It just pushes away any evil or bad energies that are coming towards you. So yeah, you can have some Reiki to help clear and heal you. Your chakra clearing is really important, but getting rid of blocks is really important, extremely important within you, in order to fully embrace the unique, wonderful, beautiful person that you actually are. And once you can do that, you're far more powerful than any supposed family curse or personal curse that's lasted generations. I don't care what the situation is. Once you are strong enough within yourself and you actually realise that your energies and your power within you can fight off anything negative that comes towards you, all you have to do is wish it, and it is. And that's the way it works. If you are at a low vibrational point to such an extent that it starts to allow sort of negative energies in, maybe that's when you would need a little bit of help from somebody to get them back up. But once you start to feel confident and everything in yourself, don't go spending fortunes and fortunes on voodoo healers and witches and all that sort of thing, and spell makers. We can all do spells. You can do spells yourself. Everyone is psychic. Everyone is capable of healing themselves, and that is one of the most important things I think for people waking up, is to realise that you are a whole person. You don't need to rely on anybody else. You don't need to be somebody's other half, because you are one person. And as long as you are one person and you can stand up and look after yourself and be responsible for your own problems, be responsible for your own inner, your own inner demons, as long as you can quell them, that's when you are whole, and that's when you are stronger than anybody. That's when you are stronger in yourself, the strongest you can be inside, and your vibration, and you're happy, and you're smiling, and when you're doing that and you're spreading it all around, that's when you're at your strongest, and no energies can get through to you when that is happening. So that's those two. Hopefully I've explained, and obviously, you know, if there's something I've not explained or something you're not quite sure of, drop me an email at martingale123@hotmail.co.uk, plus any other questions you've got. And what I'll do is, hopefully, if I'm getting enough questions through, I can do this as a little regular spot on my channel to help people. I asked the other day in the blog that I did if there was anything significant about April, and if there was anything, if anyone else was going through these, because as I say, I've met up with a friend of somebody I now know in America, and we have the same dreams and the same, and I completely understand what's going on now. It's because of this conscious awareness, and I think everybody's mind will eventually just connect, and we'll be able to feed off everybody. But at the moment, it's just sort of me and him at the moment that I know of, and we're like, yeah, we like this. This is really cool, and we're having a really good play with it at the moment. But anyway, I got an answer from Christine, and she's talking about last year, and she says, I have just listened to and have heard what you said about awakening. I think this Gemini sun and rising was the start of the commencement of springtime 2014, and it was quite a soft energy, although I was unaware of it and only see this in hindsight. But it kicked in big style September, October 2014, and has been constant, although a little intermittent at times since then. Me thinks I'm crazy, but now I know I'm not. Yeah, we're not crazy. We're really not crazy. A lot of people are now seeing this. Something, I think this is, I actually have come to understand that the signs that I've been shown and the things that I've seen have been there since I was born. Because when I can sort of see the whole picture of everything, and this awakening, if I look back on my life, all the signs and everything else and what's happened to me have been there all the time, but I've never ever seen them. But I think as part of my soul contract to become awakened, maybe I decided that I had to go through all the crap up until I was 44 to learn before I was awakened, in order to work through it and understand it and get rid of it. This could be crap from past lives that I've had to deal with as well. Could be all sorts of things. But I started noticing it, or that's when my life started really falling apart, was last April-ish. And I noticed it, and it was bad. But I didn't know what was going on. But I wasn't questioning it too much. I just thought I was having a really, really bad run of bad luck, where it was one thing after the other falling apart and going wrong. I just thought I put it down to that. And then September, October was when it really kicked off, and I did go through the dark night of the soul and the proper awakening, and now I'm in the stage where I'm now, I understand exactly what's going on. So I think April this year, I think there may be another set of or group, or people around the world that will also, this will start hitting again, because this is going to go on for a few years. This is not, one lot of people that are waking up and then they're going to wake up and that's it. Everybody is going to wake up at some point or another, I think, over the next few years, that are meant to. So maybe around April, I think more and more people again are going to start becoming aware of something's going on around here, and I don't know what it is, but I'm seeing things and hearing things, and these numbers coming up everywhere. They're going to start becoming aware of that, just as myself and Christine, who's emailed me, became aware of it last year. And I'm also understanding that this has been going on for years. So there's people before me, going back to the year before, the year before that, the year before that, and we're all doing it at different stages. So I think that April or springtime is a time where the ones that are awakened will almost be pretty much finished awakening by April. And then there is others that are just going to be starting to wake up around April and start to notice. And again, come autumn time, it's going to kick off big style with the ones that are still going through it. And I imagine for the ones that are myself and others that are pretty much already awakened or will be by April fully, and whatever we've needed to fulfill, we'll be on the right track completely by April. I think that in the autumn time there will be more signs. I don't know what they are yet. Yay! So it's very exciting, and we'll see. But no, if you're going through it, you're not crazy. And I'm now beginning to connect up with more and more people that are going through the same experience, seeing the same things, hearing the same things. I did a reading for somebody yesterday who doesn't live in this country. However, I'm only going to briefly go over this. She worked for the same cruise company that I did when I was younger. We actually worked on the same ship at different times, but we actually worked on the same ship. We are of different creeds and different maybe religions or whatever, and we are completely different in that way, but we pretty much have had the same life experiences. And when I started doing her reading yesterday, it was quite an eye-opener for me as well, because I was like, we worked on the same within sort of 10 years of each other, so these experiences I think are going to start to become more and more the synchronicities as everyone starts to connect up. So hopefully that's helped some people out there. I really hope that it has. I want to say thank you again for your likes and your subscriptions, your Google Pluses. I am starting to do a website, so that'll be up and running soon. I'm just sort of getting excited about doing all these blogs and my readings and everything. So all of that's coming together, and it's really nice, I hope, for you to have subscribed to me at the beginning, so you sort of know that I'm going through all this, and in response I'm helping you to go through stuff, and for you to understand stuff, and actually you're helping me because I'm beginning to connect up with people, so it helps me as well. And so thank you, it's absolutely brilliant. I said in my video yesterday about my it's just getting bigger really fast, and I really didn't expect it. Thank you. When I get up to about 250 subscribers, I think every time I do 250, I think I will do a free reading for somebody. I'd really like to do that as a thank you back to you all. I don't know who it will be. I think the way that I'm going to do it is just look through the names of the people that have subscribed and go with my gut instinct, go with my intuition, and choose whoever I feel would be in most need of a reading, a free reading, and I think that's the way I'd like to do it. So yeah, keep subscribing, and I've just got one more yearly one to do. Bless you, Pisces, and you and Aries are getting an extra long February reading, because of the time it'd take me to get those out. So I'll get those out, and I will speak to you soon, and if you're over here in EU, have a wonderful rest of the day, and wherever you are, just have an amazing time, and take care. Thank you, and I'll find my button to stop it.